Good morning, everybody. Happy hello to you all on Wednesday morning, Wednesday the 5th of February. Just make sure we're live on Facebook and YouTube and we can make a little start. Let me just check. Yes, we are all good. So I can see a few people are joining. Do let me know where you are and how you are this morning. It's been quite a pleasant morning here. We've got up, done the school run. Lots of excitement in the house today because someone has a school trip. So we were up and dressed half an hour before we needed to leave the house, which very unusual. Good morning, Sandra. Oh, Danny, good morning. Nice to see you too, lovely. It's a sunny day outside. I didn't need my hat and my scarf this morning, so it feels like it's a good day. I haven't even checked my work emails yet, so that's how good it is. So today, thank you so much to everyone who's joining me, whether you're joining online, live, or in on the replay. And today I'm going to share with you a tunnel card. I love interactive cards, and the purpose of these weekly craft salons is just for us to have a little bit of crafty time together and hopefully share a new design with you, or some techniques or products that you may not have seen or tried. Morning, Sue. Mel, I'm morning on YouTube. Not sure how I can see you on Facebook. Oh, bless you. It should just pop up on my in my group, lovely. So depending if you've got notifications turned on, you may not have had a little pop-up, so you can see me on there as well. But you're on YouTube and that's perfect. So nice to have you with us. So today I have used some of the Mixed Media Floral Suite, which is part of the Online Exclusives range of products, launched at the beginning of January, and all you have to do is go on any social media platform and it's right there. It's so pretty, and I've really you may need to bear with me today. I have no internet, so I'm actually hotspotting from my phone. Sounds very technical, but I hope it will work. So what I'll do is I will hop on over to my desk and we will spend a little bit of time together. I'll talk you through the card design, share with you some exciting news about Celebration, which had a little update yesterday, and we will spend a little bit of time crafting. So let me switch to my desk. There we go. What is that doing? One moment. Just bear with me a moment. I'm just going to turn my video off so I can
Okay, I think I might have sorted it. Are we back to front? No, we're not back to front. That's good. Okay, so I've sorted it out. Thank you, everybody. Basically, the internet isn't strong enough to connect my laptop and my computer together, so we are just going straight off of my phone. Let's hope this works. We're plugged in, so we should be all good. So this is the card that I have prepared for you all. There you are. So this is the card that I prepared for you all. It sits fairly flat. It's probably the depth of kind of a couple of dimensionals, but it folds flat for you to pop it in an envelope. I've added some detailing using the mixed floral stamp set, this one here, and I've used the alphabet a la mode dies, which yesterday Stampin' Up added them to the celebration products, so you can actually earn them for free when you place an order for £55. They're actually worth £40, so it's a great bargain. So do have a look at those. If you don't have them in your stash, they're really great. And then inside, the card opens up like this, so it has a tunnel. There's the tunnel, and I've added in some kind of a floral display using this image here. This image here in this stamp set. I've used some of the celebration papers, and what I love about the papers is that there are some plainer patterns and there are some really busy patterns that you can just see in there. And I've added in a sentiment. So this suite actually has two stamp sets with it. You've got the mixed label stamp set and the mixed floral stamp set. This one doesn't have any sentiments. This one has beautiful sentiments. So that's what I have used. I'm going to talk you through this card. And I'm just going to grab me a cardstock. Everything bar my card base. So let me just cut. Right. So I'll talk you through the bits and pieces I have used. Once this Zoom is finished, I will update the free PDF, so you'll have everything all in one place. So you have a card base. This is coloured card. I've used Highland Heather card. I'm going to make it slightly different. And this is 15 centimetres by 21 centimetres. I have a piece of designer series paper, and this is basically half a centimetre smaller. So this is 14.5 centimetres by 20 centimetres. So actually the length is different by 1 centimetre and the height is different by halves. But when you pop it in the middle, it's basically the measurements. You've got a nice border around the edge. I have a piece of DSP that's for the front of my card that measures 10 centimetres by 14.5. I have 3 pieces of white card that all measure the same size, and that is 9.5 centimetres by 14 centimetres or 13.9. And then I have a die cut square for the front. So I will talk you through what we need to do. So for the card base, it's quite simple. We're going to score it in half. So line your card up so that the long edge is at the top of your trimmer. Pop it to the measurement of 10.5 centimetres and score. And that becomes your card base. Okay, I'll score that with a bone folder in a moment. And then working on this piece of patterned paper, I'm going to make sure the reverse pattern is up the right way. This comes from the painted lavender papers. And here you're going to do 2 score lines. 3 score lines. One at 5 centimetres. One at 10 centimetres. And one at 15 centimetres. So you're creating 4 equal sized panels that are 5 centimetre widths apart. And that is all you need your trimmer for. So grabbing my bone folder. We want to give this a nice crease. So you want to do valley fold, followed by mountain fold, followed by valley fold. So you end up with something that looks like that. And the idea is that sits in your card like so. But we need to create our aperture. So you'll see on this card, you can see through to the back. See that there? You can see through to the back. So what you need to do is you need to get a die. Any die shape will do. I've used one of these wobbly circles, and I must admit they created chaos at this month's class. I used these in my January card class and people were not a fan. They thought the circles were too wonky. I, however, really love them. So you want to choose a die that is going to sit in that center panel, and it's going to give you a nice area to look through. Okay. And you want to line it up so that the center fold line goes through the center of that die cut. So you can use a number of different dies. The postage dies would work nicely. Postage dies would work. Postage dies would give you a really big aperture. So just be mindful of the size that you want. I really like these wobbly circles, so that's what I've used. So I've lined that up about there. And I'm going to run that through my die machine now. So now we've got a circle that's got a fold in it. So pop that to one side. And then now you have your aperture that you can see through, like so. So that is the basis of how you create the tunnel. Now I have 2 pieces of white here. I've got 3 in total, but I've got 2 here. Now, if you wanted to add the white card, now is the time to do it. So the idea is you have 2 pieces that sit in the background like so, and then that is going to go over the top. So I like the white because I think it's a nice bright contrast. So I'm going to stick those 2 pieces in, and I'm putting them sort of over towards the center of the card. This bit over here is going to be covered, so you won't see anything poking out, and it's just ever so slightly shorter in height, so it sits nicely in the background. Now, when it comes to your aperture, it's up to you at what stage you stick this in. I like to do it now. So you want to line it up. Remember that when it was flat, it sat roughly there inside your card. So what you want to do is you want to try and line up your middle score lines. That's the best way that you can get this to just sit really nicely. And then fold everything up how you intend it. And then you want to put your glue just on there, like so. A little scrap out of the bin. And then you want to pull it out. Have to do this so it's up the wrong way. Line up your score lines. And then press that side down. So we know that those score lines now are dead center. And then you want to close it up again. And this time you're going to put glue on this panel. And then rather than taking it back over, all you need to do is fold your card. Give it a nice press. And there you have your tunnel. All good. So now we need to decorate it. So what I have here is I have a piece of matching patterned paper for the front. Put that down. And then I need to do a little bit of stamping. So I've just got some scrap grid paper here. Excuse my scribble. And then I'm going to stamp this with Memento. And I'm stamping this so it just sort of comes off the edge, the bottom edge, like so. And then I want 2 of these stamped onto white, just some scrap white card. Let's put one over there, and I'll see if I can get another one of these on. Just okay. Well, that's a little bit close actually. Let's have another bit. It's okay, I can colour these in. I love to just spend some time colouring of an evening, so they can be 2 of my evening images to colour. I have a class coming up with this set in a week and a bit, so I can use those for my class. So I've got 2 of those long images and 1 here, and now it's a matter of just colouring those. So let me get rid of my grubby grid paper, and I'm going to choose an old olive for the greenery. And what I love about this image is that you can kind of be as detailed or not with your colouring. I'm just going to colour these. I'm colouring them with stamping blends, which so far I've enjoyed colouring them with watercolour pencils. But last night I chose to use these. Over here. So I'm going to try and colour all 3 in one go. If you're using the same set as me, this is a nice little break for us. I've also got here dark old olive, and I'm just going to use that to add some shadowing in the leaves. Okay, go over that with the lighter shade again, just to blend it all out. And then for these, I think I'm going to use purple. So I'm actually going to use Fresh Freesia. Really a light Fresh Freesia. So that's light Fresh Freesia and dark Fresh Freesia. So let's just go over this. Oh no, I want to start with the dark. Usually I start with the dark, with the light. But this time I'm starting with the dark. I'm just adding some dark colour into kind of the inner parts of these leaves, petals even. And this is going to work really nicely with that paper that we've chosen as well. And then using the light shade, just go back over a bit. And again, I'm not being too careful because this sort of image lends itself to kind of not detailed colouring, if that makes sense. And actually, I'm going to grab a little bit of Highland Heather. Just to put in the tips again. I've forgotten that one. Just blend that out. And they're just ever so slightly different shades. So it just works really nicely. Oh, I love being able to zoom in to watch me colouring. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Now, so there are my messy kind of coloured petals. I'm going to do the inner parts of these flowers with yellow. So I'm just colouring with Daffodil Delight. This is light Daffodil Delight. And then I want dark Daffodil Delight. And then should we do those flowers yellow as well, shall we? Let's do those flowers yellow. So again, I'm not overthinking this colouring. I'm just getting the colour on. There we go. So they are my, my coloured purple flowers. Really like that colour combination. So just to recap, that's Old Olive, Light and Dark, Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, and Daffodil Delight. Lovely, lovely colours. Those to one side. Now there are dies for this set, so let me grab those. Hopefully these don't fall off my shelf. That's it. So I'm going to take these dies now, and I'm going to cut these out. I'm going to pop those dies on there and cut them out with my die machine. Just do that. Here we have the first one. Really nice. and there's the second. So now let's bring our card back in, and I'm kind of working backwards, aren't I? I would normally do the front, but I'm doing the outside first, the inside first. So look at that in there. That contrast of those purples is just lovely. So what I want to do now, I'll bring this one in. You'll notice that when this is closed, there's not a lot of overhang. So this is what you need to go careful with. You want to kind of pop it there, and then when you close it, just make sure everything sits inside the card. So I'm going to take a little bit of wet glue and pop it just down here on the bottom stem, and then inside my card. And a good test of this is to make sure that not a lot goes over that center line. There we go. So there's a teeny tiny little part popping out there, but actually that's fine. So now that bottom bit is secure, you want to carefully just lift it up and put a little bit of glue on the top so that it sticks down. And then you want to do exactly the same with this one here. So with this one here, and adding it so that the leaves kind of hang over the bottom. Yeah, that's good. So then now do exactly the same. Put the glue down there on the bottom stem, it inside the card. Perfect, like that. And then a little bit of wet glue up here. And stick it down. And then, oh no, there is no glue there. That's our center piece. And then we close it. So now all I've got to do is add a sentiment and decorate the front. So for the front, I'm going to pop this on. So we've got that inside detail showing on the front. So when someone receives this card, they'll think, oh, that's a nice card. And although the front is lovely, all the magic is actually inside. Sticking this down with a couple of pads. And there we go. And I want to cut myself a large wobbly circle, or a bigger wobbly circle, and a small one. So this one is that size, and this one is this size. Okay, so we've got some crumb cake cards for that one on the front. Crumb cake is a great alternative for kind of white when you're adding the die shapes. The white one, I'm actually going to stamp the white one first before I cut it out. So this is my wobbly one. Right. And for the inside, I'm going to stamp my sentiment runner. So my sentiment says, I'm so glad we're friends. Stamping this with memento. I also love purple and crumb cake together. So now I can fit that on and I'm not going to have to worry about stamping. That's my one for inside, and then this one on the front, I'm going to cut me some letters. So these are the alphabet a la mode letters, as I said at the beginning, they are currently free with a £50 order here in the UK. And you can order through my online store, which is staceymarsh.co.uk. Let's cut these out of the black card. Oh, Sandra's gone off for her watercolour lesson. Very nice indeed. I hope you have a nice morning. Everything. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this down first of all. And then these can go on. These are quite fiddly to stick down, so I just use wet glue really sparingly, or you can use the adhesive sheets. Holding that in place for a moment. Oh, Mel, you're right, that is a great offer. I think they were £40 full price. So yeah, definitely nice to get them for free. A friend of mine has lost one of her letters, so maybe this is a good chance for, she places an order, then actually she can get another set for free without spending any more money. Sometimes I want the word friend, and in this stamp set there's a sentence that's for a great friend, and I'm just going to cut out the word friend. My friend, and that can go down. And then to finish the front, the little gems. I thought I had the butterfly, the new little bee dot, but I couldn't find them last night when I made this. So in here, these are really old. These are flower adhesive back dots. So I'm just going to put a couple of these on for some added shine and fuss. And then I'm finishing off with a little ribbon, a little bow tied from gold metallic thread. So obviously the one I showed in my sample is kind of pool party, summer splash sort of colours, nice bluey aquamarine colour. And then today's sample was made with purple, so Highland Heather, fresh freesia, and that lovely yellow for the centre of the flowers. So I'd love to know in the comments, if you wanted to pop that on, what your favourite card is. Let me know if you are team purple or team blue. I'm going to pop this on just with a little glue dot. And then I've just got to add my sentiment in the middle. Now, last night I ummed and ahed whether to put it that side or this side. So let me just see. I'm so glad we're friends. I'm going to put this one this side today, just for a point of difference. And that's going to go on just with a little little foam pad. And again, you want to make sure that when you stick this down, it doesn't go over your center line. And it's not going to stick out the side. So there is our finished card. And then all I've got is on the back, obviously you need a place to write your message. So I've got my piece of white that I'm going to put on the back. You could, if you wanted to, do another flower. I'm just going to do a little line around. And that's it. That is our card complete, our tunnel card with mixed media, florals, papers, all done. I think the purple just wins it for me as well. So go Team Purple. So that's it from me, guys. Have a great rest of your Wednesday or whatever day you are watching this on. I will be live again next week at 9:30. So do join me if you can. And I will also be live on... No, I won't be live tomorrow. I have a video being published tomorrow at midday, which is the first week of my Memorable Blooms weekly class for February. So do keep an eye on YouTube. If you don't subscribe, I'd love you to hit that subscribe button and you will be notified of any future tutorials and videos that I publish. So thanks everyone, and I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon. Bye for now.